What's up guys, it's the Academy of Kicks here, and I wanted to give you a pretty cool video of my entire Yeezy sneaker collection. These are all authentic pairs. As you guys know, I've done reviews and comparisons of real versus fake Yeezys, but I usually don't hold on to the replicas. I usually give them to family, friends, or whoever asks me for them. So I usually don't keep a whole lot of those, but I wanted to show you all my authentic collection right now. So let's go ahead and get started here. Let's go ahead and get started with the first pair. So this is the Yeezy Clay 350 V2. This was the first Yeezy that I ever purchased back in, what was it, 2019. So this was the Yeezy that started all of it. As you can tell, I still haven't worn them. Got a little sentimental value in it, so I just want to hold on to these guys for a special occasion because they were the first Yeezy that I purchased. I actually got a size 11 because I read everybody who recommended going up half a size. Turns out that doesn't work for my foot, so I actually had to sell the size 11 and then swap it for a size 10.5. So now I have my true to size, and that's basically the size I wear in my 350s. Some of them I have to take the insoles out, but yeah, this is the first one. So the Yeezy 350 V2 Clay. So the next one in no particular order, this is the Yeezy 350 V2 in the synth colorway. So this is probably my favorite 350 V2. I really love the pink hue that you can see on this sneaker. It's got a little bit of a blue undertone as well with the gray. Kind of makes it blue and pink. But yeah, this was a Asia exclusive release. I bought this one last year at the beginning of 2020. Still haven't worn them because haven't really had a time where I feel like I needed to wear them, especially with everything that went on in 2020 with all the pandemic going on. So again, a lot of these shoes I bought in 2020 haven't really worn them yet, but this was probably one of my most recent 350 V2s. I kind of got away from purchasing a whole lot of 350 V2s. I quit going after every colorway because I basically went for almost all that I could in 2019, but this was one of the sneakers that I couldn't get because of my region in the United States. So we got the Landmark when this one was released, and then the other one was the Antlia, which I never got my hands on. But yeah, this is the synth, probably one of my favorite, if not the favorite 350 V2 that I own. So this is the Landmark. This was the other region exclusive one that came with the synth. So this was the North Americas. So you can see basically the exact same shoes, just a little bit more yellow in the tones. You can see on the midsole. The outsole I think is the same pink, but a little more yellow and cream undertones. This is the one that we got here. So I would like to eventually get the Antlia, the yellow one, just to complete the set, but again, you can see I still haven't worn this one. So yeah, this is the Landmark. Let me put it next to the synth as well. So here you can see the Landmark next to the synth. One of them's more cream, one of them's more pink. Landmark, synth. So yeah, I think this is a really underrated region exclusive pack that they did. I'd love to get the yellow one, but for now I'll just have these two. Here is the 350 V2 cream. I have gotten some pretty good use out of this one. I used to have one of those 3M sole protectors on here, but I took that off a while ago because it kind of just made things slippery while you're walking. And I've learned a cool technique to kind of prevent or delay the oxidation or yellowing. You can see it's a little yellow on here, but it's a little obsessive. But after each use, when I wear these, I'll take a towel and just kind of damp it with the isopropyl alcohol, and I'll just kind of rub all of the dirt off of it so it doesn't really set in. I think a lot of the oxidation sets in when you're walking around and there's some precipitation and mixed along with the dirt, so that just kind of speeds up the oxidation process, and then alcohol dries the surfaces quickly. So yeah, this is a really cool and clean sneaker. You can wear it with anything. It's also got a cool pattern in the black light. If you guys aren't aware, it glows with the SPLY 350 and the zebra print. So yeah, here's the cream colorway. Here is the sesame. This is actually my second pair of Sesames. First one, I beat those to death and I sold them. And then I picked up this pair used on GOAT. It was in way better condition than my used pair. So it was basically an equal trade. I got a really good deal on these, but I put some use onto these as well. And like I said, this one does have the boost protector, shield protector there, but I still do the alcohol on the outsole when I'm done wearing them. So it just kind of helps keep keeps the shoe clean and fresh. And again, this colorway, you can wear it basically with any outfit. So I love the Sesame. It's a good fall winter shoe. Super comfy. You can see I take the insole out of this one, just makes it easier for me to wear because my feet kind of get jammed up in the top. Like I said earlier, I don't do the half size up because I find that my toes are still squished from the top of the shoe, but it just makes it so much more, has extra room at the end of the shoe that I don't like. So I like them a little more snug, but I have to take the insole out for them to fit. This is my second pair of Zebras. The first pair I got was the 2018 restock, but I sold those recently. They had a lot of yellowing and they were super dirty, so I really kind of quit wearing them. I didn't see the need to have one dirty pair and one dead stock pair, so I went ahead and got rid of that one. So this is the 2019 version. I got this through the Adidas Confirmed app. They did a raffle last winter. I guess that was 2 winters ago maybe. I can't keep track of the time, but yeah, it seems like they've restocked this one a million times. It has to be one of the best 350 V2's ever made. So I'm waiting again to rock this one. You can tell that with the 2019 version, they made it super, super icy. The first couple of years they did this, I think in 17 and 18, the outsole was more yellow and cream color, but they kind of made it a lot more icy, I would say, blue icy. So yep, this is the 350 V2 Zebra. Now I have the 2020 350 V2 Bread. I didn't get into Yeezys when this one first came out in 2017. Someone correct me if that's not the right year, but yeah, I went ahead, had to cop the 2020 version of this. You can tell that it's the 2020 with the new rope that they have that they're putting on their tags. So yeah, super clean colorway. I have another black 350 V2, but once I have a reason to go out in public again and flex, I'll probably dead stock or undead stock this one at the time. But yeah, super, super clean colorway. I love the classics. So 350 V2 Bread. Here's another classic that I have. This is my other top 350 V2 along with the synth. So I think the synth and the blue tint are going to be my favorite 350 V2s. Got a huge steal on these on the GOAT used section. So don't be afraid, guys, to go with the GOAT used section. You'll find some good deals on there. You never know what kind of offer you throw out there, if somebody will accept it or not. But this was a super clean shoe when I got it, and I've taken good care of it. Not a whole lot of oxidation or yellowing. I take the insoles out of it, and then I also have the boost protector on the bottom. So it's just, you just gotta take care of your shoes if you want them to last a long time. I do the isopropyl alcohol rub on this when I'm done wearing them to prevent the oxidation. So I think that's a trick that I haven't seen a lot of people talk about. So I kind of like to push that if you guys want to keep your shoes nice and clean. And yeah, this is the blue tint. This came out in 2017, I think. Yep, 2017 is when this one came out. So here you go with the blue tint, guys. This 350 V2 has gotten a lot of hate. These were sitting at or below retail for such a long time. I thought they were dope. I think this is better than the original glow that they had that came out. This is the non-reflective one. But yeah, I think it's such a sharp looking shoe. Really eye-catching if you guys are going to be wearing these out in public. Better than the McChickens. I hate those Zebras, I think is what they call them. But this is a clean colorway, super comfy. No insole on that one. Got a little boost shield. I do need to clean these. They're pretty dirty and beat. I've been wearing them to the gym lately. So this is the Yeezy Reel. These came out in 2019, the winter. So I went for this one instead of the, what was the other one? The Yay Chills. I didn't really care much for that one. I thought there was too many colors going on with it, so I went for this one instead. But yeah, this is the Yeezy. Here we have the other black 350 I was talking about. This is the black static, or triple black, I think is what they call it. So this was May of 2019, I think is when this one came out. Yeah, somewhere along that line. They had a reflective version, which I did get a few pairs of those on Yeezy Supply, but I sold them obviously. This is the non-reflective. I don't think there's much difference when you see them in hand, other than if you're gonna be taking pictures with the flash on, and I'm not really one to do that. So yeah, this is the triple black. Gotten some good use out of this one, and you can put a pretty good beating on them without them getting super dirty. So, but I do like to keep the boost shield there on the bottom on all my 350s, just kind of preserve the value and appearance of them a little bit more. But this is a weird one. I keep the insole in it. It's too loose here near the toe for me, even though this is my true to size. So yeah, just the sizing on some 350 V2s is just kind of odd to me, but yeah, love this colorway. Here it is with the bread, so you can kind of see the bread is a lot darker. More of a true black, where this one looks more charcoal now that they're next to each other. I did not go for the cinders. I don't need another black 350 V2, so yeah, just these two for me. I think these are the cleaner versions, but there you go. Oh, and also the heel tab, I thought that was pretty cool. Heel tab is the same on both of them, so I think trying to give a little homage with this one to the original bread, but awesome super colorways there. 2020 Yeezys that I picked up. Again, you'll see all these. Yeah, they still all have the tag on them. Haven't had any reason to kind of undead stock them yet. Not really going out in public other than going to get groceries and whatnot. So everybody hated on this one, I felt like, right when the pictures were released, but when people got them in hand, I think some of the hype went up for it. And this is a super, super clean colorway. Not a whole lot of brown Yeezys at the time when this one came out. So this was kind of like one of the first brown ones, other than the clay, I think, that were kind of in the 350 line. But this is the Earth. It doesn't have the translucent midsole like some of the other ones do, but what they brought new with this one was the yellow heel bump here, the boost bump. So this is the Earth. Let me get the clay so you can see next to the clay. So here is the clay next to the Earth. I think these are pretty comparable, and they complement each other very well. So some cool earthy tone 350 V2s that I am hoping to wear soon once all this pandemic stuff kind of clears up. So yep, love these colors. I think this is another underrated 350 V2. This is the Desert Sage. Has that reflective stripe on it, so I think people originally thought that there was going to be a reflective and a non-reflective version of it, but it was only one version that came with the reflective stripe. I did a real versus rep on this one, and you can go check that out on my channel as well. So this is the Desert Sage. This was made in India, so I think that was one of the first times I had actually gotten a 350 V2 that was made in India. Most of them are made in China. But yeah, if you guys pay attention to the codes on the inside of the tags, you'll see exactly what factory they're coming from. So you can kind of tell some of the shape is different depending on whether factory they came from. So just kind of keep a heads up on that. But yeah, super clean colorway there with the bright orange sock liner. This is the 350 V2 linen. This was probably my favorite 350 V2 that came out in 2020. I don't know why people didn't really go for this one. I think it's an awesome neutral tone yellow with a complementary light or sky blue on there. And then it has an awesome gum or pink outsole. So the stripe on this one is reflective as well. And let's see where this one came from. This was made in China, but this was their EVH factory. So whenever you guys see the tags on the inside, it'll have a 3-letter code followed by some numbers. That is where you guys can tell what factory they came from. So this is the linen. Let's talk about the Zion. Interesting what the resale is doing right now with this shoe. Not a whole lot of hype behind it, but I think this is one of the most wearable 350 V2s. It's got some really cool tones in it, and then honestly, like, you can't even tell in the camera, but a lot of this appears almost purple or burgundy. So that's what you don't see on camera, but in person you can really tell. and I love the mid and outsole. I think this is super clean, and it's already like pre-aged, so you don't have to worry about it yellowing because they already yellowed it for you. So this is the Zion. It has stretchy laces as well, so I think that's something they're just trying to experiment with at the time, is to kind of get some new stretchy laces. This was before I think any of the Infinity laces came out on the 350 V2, and I never actually got any 350 V2s with the stretchy laces, or not stretchy laces, but the Infinity loop. Just not a huge fan of that on the 350 V2, and I think some of those colorways were just kind of mediocre. But here's the Zion. Something similar to the 350s. Now we're going to transition into my 380s. This is the original colorway, the Alien. Got this one on Yeezy Supply when it dropped. It was a shock drop. What year was that? Was it 2000? Was it 18 or 19? I can't remember. Seems like it's been forever. But this is the Alien. I think this is the best colorway of the 380. I think the 380 is the most comfortable Yeezy that they've made. I would recommend definitely going up half size on the 380s. You need it. I need it. So if I need it, you definitely need it, because I'm a true to size kind of Yeezy person. But yeah, this is just a super clean colorway. And then I also have the Calcite Glow. So here it is next to the Alien. Same color palette basically, but this one has the Infinity laces you can see there, and it also glows. The prime net glows, as well as the midsole and outsole. So I've worn these probably, I want to say 10 times or so, and I clean them after each use. You can tell it's starting to age a little bit, but yeah, super easy to just slip on your foot and just walk out the door with them. I don't know why people don't really like the 380 model. I think this is one of the best looking Yeezys out there. It's up there with the Alien for sure. But yeah, I love this shoe. It's really wearable, and then it basically goes with every outfit. So this is like the cream of the 380s. Now let's talk about my 500s. This is the Soft Vision. This was my first Yeezy 500 that I got. No boost in it, but it's still a comfortable shoe. I actually got 3 pairs of these. One in my size, and then a couple other bay sizes. They were really easy to get on release day, and I'm embarrassed to admit that I only kept my size and I returned the other 2 back to Adidas. Stupid decision looking back at it now, because resale is doing really well on these shoes. As you can tell, as soon as I got these, I basically beat these up. Still keep good care of them, take good care of them, but they're still beat. Just a nice, unique colorway, purple, magenta, whatever you want to call it. So I wish I would have held on to the other 2 a little bit longer to sell those, but you know what? It's at the end of the day, I'm just happy with. I still have my size, so there's my first 500. Got these in the winter of 2019 for retail on GOAT. So this is the Salt. Love this colorway. I know it's really similar to the Blush that they put out, but I think this has a little bit more blue undertones in it. Went to Florida on vacation after I got these and walked about 7 miles a day in these. So they do withstand that portion of, if you're gonna be walking on your foot for a decent amount of time. I thought it was pretty comfortable. They broke in very nicely. They didn't crush my feet or make my feet bleed or anything like that. So I'd do it again if I had that opportunity. But here's the Salt. Here's the Utility Black. Just got this one with the recent, was it raffle, I think? Was it a raffle on Adidas app? So this is the Utility Black. I went half size up on this one, just because I think my feet could benefit from that in this one, and I also just wanted to try it out just to see if it made a difference on my feet. But yeah, the other ones are 10.5. This one's size 11. So this is the Utility Black Yeezy 500. I think it's going to be a clean colorway to wear with any outfit, basically, as long as you got some dark. I don't like, wearing dark pants, dark jeans with it, sweatpants. I think it's going to be good for this. I don't like wearing blue denim or lighter denim with black shoes. So it's definitely going to be black pants if I'm wearing these. Same with my other black Yeezys, but 500 Utility Black. All right, here's the Quantums. This is my first pair of Quantums. This is the lifestyle version, the barium colorway. The release date for this one was so frustrating back in 2020. Man, I sat on that splash page for hours, it felt like, and I did not get them through Adidas. I had a local friend who's a reseller. Well, he's not local here, but in Atlanta, if you're in the Atlanta area, he gave this to me for retail. So looking at it now, probably overpaid for them because the resale value on Quantums is not holding up very well, but had to have this one in my collection since I didn't get the original OG colorway. The Quantum, I think is what they call it, but looking forward to wearing these soon. And I think this is a great looking sneaker. I love the Quantum color or Quantum silhouette. Some people just hate it. A little flimsy here, but I'll get to that in just a moment. Second Quantum colorway I have, this is the teal blue. This was one of the first sneakers where they started doing the name changes. So it used to be the Ophanium, or I couldn't tell you. It was some other name, but Adidas started changing all those weird biblical Yeezys into more consumer-friendly names. So this was the teal blue. It actually has 3M on the sides, just like the barium. I forgot to mention on the barium, but this is just a nice, clean colorway. I think there's a lot of issues with quality control for this sneaker. You can tell looking at the front how kind of jagged this portion, the upper of the shoe is, but I love the dark suede on the toe with this one and kind of the darker midsole. So this is the teal blue colorway, and then also it's kind of more flimsy up here on the top. One of my favorite pickups of 2020 to end the year. This was the winter, one of the winter shoes, one of the winter Yeezys that they released. This is the Frozen Blue, and this is actually the basketball. This is not the lifestyle, this is the basketball version. So a lot of people don't know the difference, but it comes down to basically how tall back here the heel portion of the shoe is. It's also stretchy, and then the tongue super thick and padded, and same thing with the ankle support here on the sides. So I think this is just one of the best looking Yeezys. I don't know why people don't like it. This is sitting under retail right now on your resale apps. So I think this is going to be, you know, a nice commodity if you could afford it right now. Maybe get a couple pairs to sell, because I think the price is going to go up on these. It's glow in the dark. Like what else are you looking for in a Yeezy? Honestly, this is super clean colorway, great looking shoe, and it's built for basketball. So if you're a baller, you can go ahead and snag these. For the next one, I will keep this up. 1 second here. We have the 700 V3 Arzareth. This is my favorite Yeezy model, 700 V3. I think this shoe is so clean looking. And here you can see it next to the Quantum Frozen Blue. I had to have them both. Couldn't just have one, so that's why I went ahead and snagged this one, because I wanted to complete the set. But here we go. Glow in the dark upper with the TPU cage. This portion, I don't even know what this is. This is like a knit of some sort. It's see-through, very breathable. Has the infinity laces, those are stretchy. Again, you can tell I've put some use into these. I clean them, like I said before in the video, so that way they don't get super yellow. You can tell it's starting to there in the back. But I'm looking forward to the Kyanite as well. They pre-aged the outsole on the Kyanite, so it's going to be a lot darker than this. You know, I'm already going to go try to cop that one, but this is the first of my 700 V3s. Here's another 700 V3 that I have. This is the Alva. All of the 700 V3s are glow in the dark. The cages are, at least. So I've gotten a lot of wear out of this one. I love the black colors on this one. There, you know, there's some charcoal, there's some light gray. The outsole is black. I'm not worried about getting these dirty at all. Just throw them on. These are super durable. So I love the 3M hits, the fangs on the inside of that tongue sleeve. So that's the second 700 V3 I have. Favorite Yeezy of all time. This is the 700 V3 Azale, the OG 700 V3 colorway. This was seen on Kanye wearing it on his foot when he was at the airport or wherever he was, and then he gave it to DJ Khaled. So I think this is an amazing shoe. I love wearing this one. Keep it clean as always. Bought it used. I sold a dead stock Jordan 11 Concord and Jordan 11 Bread to be able to trade up to this one. So I don't ever regret that for 1 second. I'm a huge Yeezy guy now. I don't wear much Jordans at this point, but this is the best Yeezy in my opinion that's ever been made. You guys can hate me if you want. I don't care. I don't care about the Nike Yeezys. I think this is it right here. This is where the bread and butter is for Adidas and Yeezy. I didn't pick up the Safflower. I'm probably going to try to add that to the collection soon, but yeah, this one is the holy grail for me, and I'm lucky enough to have it. So there's the Azale collection. If I didn't have the original 700 V1 Wave Runner, got this on a restock, I think the same year that the Soft Visions came out. So what was that, 2019 maybe? 2019 restock is when I got these. $300 retail at the time. You know, the Sun's going to come out here soon, 700 V1 Sun, and it dropped down to $240 for the retail price. But man, this sneaker is an innovative sneaker. A lot of people hated it when it first came out. It's kind of the dad shoe vibes that the Yeezy is kind of going towards now. So I think this shoe looks a lot better when it's all beaten up and dirty and scuffed. So I'm going to keep putting some miles on these. Full length boost, one of the comfiest Yeezys out there. Still, I think the 380 is comfier, but this one's probably up there with the 350 V2. So there is the Wave Runner. And that is my entire Yeezy collection. Thank you guys for watching. Please hit the like, subscribe, comment. Show your boy some support here so we can keep making videos for you. So until next time, thank you guys.